Some Texas lawmakers calling on their colleagues to change gun laws in the state. KVUE political reporter Ashley Godot live in our newsroom. And Ashley, they say it's time for action.
Quita, the group was brought together today by the nonpartisan organization Texas Gun Sense. Together, they say lawmakers need to look at gun violence and mass shootings not as a mental health issue, but as a public health crisis that needs addressing.
I am a survivor to my only child who was murdered.
My son was shot in broad daylight over an argument, a small petty argument that could have easily been solved.
22-year-old Dedrick Earl was killed at an Austin apartment complex last November. Wednesday, his mother Diana stood with lawmakers 3 days after a gunman killed 26 people in a Sutherland Springs church, calling for more gun regulations. Representative Pancho Navarez wants to start with the open carry of rifles.
We have this oddity here in Texas where you can walk around fully locked and loaded with a long rifle, with an AR-15. And this gentleman who obtained this rifle illegally, imagine this, it would have been illegal for the police to actually brace him and ask him what he was doing with his weapon.
Rep. Nicole Collier is asking her colleagues to treat gun violence as a public health matter.
Calling this latest act of gun violence a mental health problem is a distraction. It is my desire that gun violence prevention be addressed as a public health matter. I am calling for a series of hearings, not for the session, but now. We need to take action now.
Gun rights advocate Michael Cargill disagrees.
Absolutely not. There's nothing wrong with our state laws.
But the gun store owner says changes do need to be made on the federal level. More timely reporting, ensuring gun stores don't sell weapons to people who shouldn't have them. And Cargill agrees with Austin Rep. Gina Hinojosa, who wants to see people punished for lying on applications.
We also need to prosecute people who are lying on the background check, because that's not happening. They're actually lying on a government document. And so that in itself is a felony.
Calls for change as the community continues to grieve the lives cut short in an act of violence.
On a national level, there is a bill before U.S. senators regulating gun ownership. Senate Bill 1539 would prohibit convicted stalkers and domestic abusers from buying or owning guns. The Sutherland Springs shooter was convicted of a domestic assault.